Hello and welcome to this explainer. Today we're exploring something fundamental to our universe, yet beautifully simple. We're looking at exactly how we measure the physical world around us. We're going to take our time today, keep things really straightforward, and unpack exactly how this all works.
To measure anything at all, we need a universal system. Enter the International System of Units, or SI. Think of this as a shared global rulebook. Without it, scientists in different countries might accidentally build a bridge that literally doesn't meet in the middle. It just ensures that we all understand exactly what a measurement means, no matter where on Earth we happen to be.
Okay, let's look at our roadmap. First, the global measurement system. Second, the 7 base units. Third, making derived units. And fourth, base versus derived.
Starting off with Section 1, the global measurement system as a shared language.
Having one universally accepted system keeps absolutely everything unified. Whether you're just in your kitchen at home baking a cake, or you're a scientist engineering a giant rocket for space travel, we all use the exact same rules. It completely removes confusion and keeps innovation moving forward. Moving to Section 2, the 7 base units. These are our independent building blocks.
These are our foundation. Length is measured in the meter, symbolized by a lowercase m. Mass is the kilogram, or kg. Fun fact about that. For over a century, the kilogram was actually defined by a literal, physical block of metal locked away in a vault in France. Moving on, time is tracked by the second, or s, and electric current is measured in the ampere, or a. Completing our set of 7, we have thermodynamic temperature, measured in the Kelvin, amount of substance, measured in the mole, and luminous intensity, which is really just how bright a light is, measured in the candela. Now, what's really fascinating here, these 7 units are the only independent starting blocks we have. Every single thing measured in the entire universe starts right here with these 7.
But that raises a pretty great question. If we only have those 7 basic starting blocks, how do we measure something like speed? Speed definitely isn't on that list.
Let's dive into Section 3 to find out. Making derived units by combining our building blocks. Think back to that rocket we mentioned earlier. To find its speed, we just do some really simple math. We take a base unit for length, which is meters, and divide it by a base unit for time, which is seconds. The result? Speed, meters per second. By simply stacking 2 basic blocks together, we've created a brand new measurement. And this brings us exactly to what we call derived units. These are units formed entirely by combining our base units mathematically. So we just derived a unit for speed using the basic blocks we already had in our toolkit. As you can see, these everyday measurements are just mathematical combinations. Area is square meters, volume is cubic meters, acceleration is meters per second squared, and force, which we call the Newton, is really just a kilogram multiplied by a meter and then divided by seconds squared. That is literally the math required to push an object, like our rocket, forward.
We also have things like pressure in pascals, energy in joules, power in watts, and voltage in volts. Notice something super helpful here. When the mathematical combination of those base blocks gets way too long to say out loud, we just give it a brand new, short name, like watts or volts. It just keeps the math easy to communicate.
Finally, Section 4, base versus derived units and the core difference between them. To summarize everything we've just covered so far, base units are fundamental and independent. They are your standalone starting blocks. Derived units, on the other hand, are the structures we build by combining those base units together. So look around the room you're sitting in right now. Think about the speed of the air coming from a fan, the volume of water sitting in your glass, or the power of a light bulb overhead. Every single thing we measure is just a combination of those 7 basic building blocks. As you go through the rest of your day, ask yourself, what invisible basic blocks are structuring the physical world right in front of you?